Today's topic is structure of anatropous ovule. Okay. Now ovule is present inside a ovary. Okay. And ovary in turn is a part of carpel, which again consists of parts of a carpel are stigma, long tubular style, and ovary. Yes, inside a ovary there is a nutritive tissue, or we can say that the ovule present is attached to the ovary with the help of nutritive tissue known as placenta. We can draw it like this only. Yes, this is a nutritive tissue called as placenta. So ovule, this is ovule. Ovule is attached to the ovary through a nutritive tissue known as placenta. Now, this is the structure of carpel. Getting? Now, a flower can be apocarpous or syncarpous. Yes. Now, what is meant by apocarpous? So, if the carpels are not fused with each other, they are free. Like this, okay? If they are like this is the ovary, style and stigma, ovary, style and stigma, ovary, style and stigma. So, if ovaries or carpels are not fused, such type of flower are called as apocarpous. For example, lotus or rose or michelia. And if the carpels are fused together, yes, if carpels are fused together like this, it can have many ovaries or a single ovary. Getting? Carpels are fused, then such type of flowers are known as syncarpous flowers. ठीक है, syncarpous flower, for example, tomato, brinjal, mustard, etc. Getting? Now we have to focus upon the ovule. As I have said that ovule is attached to ovary through the placenta. ठीक है, and the connection of placenta to the ovule is a stalk-like structure known as funiculus. Getting? So if we have to study the ovule, I will divide this ovule in two parts. Yes, what are the two parts? So ovule can be divided into a stalk and a body. I will write here. Ovule basically can be divided into a stalk, or we can call it as a funicle or funiculus, and body. Getting? See in the diagram, this whole structure is the body of the ovule, whereas a stalk-like structure we call it as a funicle. या फिर funiculus. Now, funiculus attached to the body of the ovule at a place known as hilum. Getting? The point of attachment of the body of ovule with the funiculus is known as hilum. After the development of seed and fruit, we can see this hilum as a scar through which this seed is attached to the fruit. Right? Now, this is about funiculus or stalk. Now, let's see about the body. Body of the ovule in turn can be divided into chalaza, ठीक है, then nucellus and micropyle. Getting? Now see in the diagram, basically there is a parenchymatous tissue filled in the ovule. Getting? This parenchymatous tissue will divide into nucellus. Whole parenchymatous tissue जो है, it is known as nucellus. One of the cell of the nucellus, one of the cells, see there are many diploid cells present in the nucellus. This whole structure we call as a nucellus. Getting? Among the cells of the diploid cells of the parenchymatous tissue, one of the cell undergo meiosis. Getting? One of the cell will undergo meiosis and develop into मल्टी या फिर पॉलीन्यूक्लिएटेड या मल्टीसेल्युलर embryo sac, and that embryo sac is present generally in the center or towards the micropylar end of the ovule. This is known as what? Embryo sac. Funiculus, we will write here. Stalk is also known as funiculus. Getting? Now, this is embryo sac. Okay, embryo sac has been developed from a diploid cell, one of the cells of the nucellus. This we can call as a megaspore mother cell. Why megaspore mother cell? Because it is going to produce what? Megaspore. That means female gamete. Getting? Now, the whole portion is the nucellus. Next is, this nucellus is covered by two layers. These two layers are known as integuments. Nucellus is covered by two layers known as integuments. There are two coverings. So obviously there is a outer covering known as outer integuments, and inner covering will be known as inner integument. Okay? These integuments will later on convert into the seed coat, will form the seed coat when the ovule will convert into seed, right? So the coverings we have seen, that outer integument and inner integument. Okay, now these coverings show an opening, a narrow opening known as micropyle. Getting? And opposite to micropyle there is a broader portion at the basal part. We can call it as a basal part known as chalaza. Getting? So as we have divided body into three parts, that is chalaza, nucellus and micropyle. So basic tissue, parenchymatous tissue is nucellus. Yes, coverings, integuments, and the coverings where show a narrow opening known as micropyle, and the end opposite to micropyle is known as chalaza.